And what up, everybody? Welcome back to Feral Publications YouTube channel. On this channel we talk about zines and DIY publishing, and we're continuing to look at a bunch of zines sent to me from Eric Sobel, and that's at Eric Sobel Art. Link will as always be in the show notes. And today we're looking at the collection of Jimmy mini comics that he sent me. He sent me a whole 9 volumes, and I'm going to quickly just show you the cover of each one. The first one is Volume 1, Jimmy versus the Store. Number 2 is Jimmy versus Football. Number 3 is Jimmy versus this comic. Number 4, Jimmy versus the Combat Wombat. Number 5, Jimmy versus Nature. Number 6, Jimmy versus the Education System. Number 7, Jimmy versus Systemic Racism. Number 8, Jimmy versus Jimmy. Number 9, Jimmy versus Feelings. To begin with, there's a lot of things that are done very well in the Jimmy series. For the most part, they are a wordless comic, and so a lot of it is the cartooning is very emotive. So as you can see, the majority of the comic just deals with this character, him kind of living his life and the situations that occur. For whatever reason, humans seem to be very drawn to him. Now this was number 1. So in volume 2 is when you start seeing the stale mail, which I thought was a very clever addition, very humorous, and really does a lot to bring the character to life and to create this, I don't know, I want to say like this meta perception of him being like a superstar. And so I just want to read one of them so you guys can kind of see what you get in the stale mail. And it reads, "Dear Jimmy, I really like my girlfriend and can definitely see marrying her, but I just don't know if I'm ready. She hasn't pressured me directly, but I'm getting a lot of signals that it's something that she wants to happen sooner than later. On one hand, I don't want this to fester and put a strain on our relationship, but I also feel that I owe it to myself to not jump into something when I'm not mentally prepared. What should I do? Miguel Jablowski, Copenhagen." Jimmy is wallowing on the ground and shows support. Wait, he just fell asleep. Thanks for your question. And it's littered with things like that. Now what I will say is that out of this whole bunch, I have my favorites, and I'm going to show you my favorites and explain why. First up, we have Jimmy Volume 3, Jimmy versus this comic. This is, like I said, most of them are wordless, not all, but most. And this is a wordless comic, and I just like the sequences. I just like the fact that it's all this weird panel layouts and breaking up of the panels. This is the one I like a lot, this page. So I really like that sequence, the layouts, and the art in there. Next one is Jimmy versus the Combat Wombat. And one of the main reasons why I like this is because, man, oh man, is the homie really good at silhouettes. I love his use of silhouettes. The alien, the pet comic with the aliens, definitely you saw a strong, you saw that his game in the silhouettes is very strong because the aliens were only silhouettes. But this is just a continuation of that. And just as a cartoonist, I really like seeing his use of silhouettes. I like this one right here. That's an amazing silhouette. So I definitely enjoyed that whole sequence of him in silhouettes. My next favorite is Jimmy versus Systemic Racism. As you guys know, I'm hella anti-racism, right? Like, I definitely feel like everyone should be actively against racism. And one of the things that I felt that he did very well in this was that, yes, this one has words, but Jimmy, the character, never speaks. He growls, grunts, and things like that, but never speaks. Yet he makes an argument against all of that, against all of this hatred that he hears in the beginning. And he makes an argument against all of that. And it's this simple. Just a heart. Just that symbol. And so I thought this was just amazingly done. And it's the middle page, so it's a double page spread where you open it up. It's just good, strong cartooning, right? And so basically he makes the argument of like love will conquer all. And then I love this. Them understanding that, dawning on them. The realization, this page right here, this face, oh my god, this shit made me laugh so hard. Look at that. I gotta get a close-up of this. Look at this face. Yeah, Eric is hella strong at what he's doing, man. hella strong. So those were my thoughts on the Jimmy series from Eric Sobel. And those are the favorites that I had from this whole series. But once again, I feel like this whole series is just really good cartooning, very strong cartooning. I think it's some of that stuff that if you're an aspiring cartoonist, this is the kind of stuff you really want to consume and look at. And the story moves along very rapidly with very few words being said. So hella recommend this shit. I recommend anything from Eric, really. So tomorrow we're going to get into some more Eric zines. These are some of the ones I have left to review. And I'm not too sure how I'm going to break up those reviews, but we'll review these soon enough. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Lates.